It is no secret that 2023 proved to be a very trying and challenging year for most wedding and event professionals, such as wedding planners, designers, coordinators, and decorators. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my top 5 things that I believe helped me to stand out from the rest. Hi, it's Melanie, and welcome back to Living Luxuriously for Less, where we celebrate, decorate, and enjoy everyday life for less. So let's get started with the first thing that I think helped me to stand out from the rest, and that is I under-promised and over-delivered. I think this is such a smart business move because a lot of times when you're dealing with brides or any clients for that matter, when you start to promise them different things, they have their expectations set on those things that you promise. And so I'm very transparent, very clear about what I'm going to be delivering for them. I outline those things in contracts, in mood boards, etc. And when I think about the things that I want to do above and beyond what we contractually agreed upon, that's still in a range where my business is still profitable, I present that to them on the day of, and 10 times out of 10, my clients are overwhelmed with the beauty that they are able to behold. I've only had one situation where a client was not really happy with me going overboard, but that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. But most normal clients are just overjoyed when you go that extra mile for them. And I think by you under promising and over delivering, it not only sets you up for success, but it's also protective for you and for your business as well. So that's the first thing I did. I under-promised and I over-delivered. Number 2, I had a reliable team. And what do I mean by a reliable team? I mean professionals, individuals that are trained, that you personally train in your style, you know, in your process and your procedures. I have standard operating procedures. My team members are also cross-trained. So I have a team that is fully trained to completely carry out an event to my standards when I'm not even present. I had a wedding this year that just so happened to be on the same exact weekend as my 11th wedding anniversary, and my husband had already planned a trip for us to Barbados, and I had to leave my team here to perform this wedding from start to finish. So I prepared my bride up front that I was not going to be present. I went ahead and allowed her to meet with my team member before the wedding so that she could be comfortable in talking and communicating with her. I made sure my team had everything that they needed and that they were set up for success. And the wedding went on without a hitch. It was absolutely beautiful, and you would never know that I was not in the room. But that wasn't by happenstance. That was because I took time to train them properly. I took time to prepare them properly. And we have to understand that even as entrepreneurs, just like when we're working in corporate America, that there are still systems that need to be in place for training. And I would love to introduce my system to you, and that is called Lux Academy. Are you passionate about event design and decor? Or do you find yourself dreaming of turning your passion into a profitable business? Well, if so, look no further than Lux Academy. Our online, self-paced, and in-person courses will provide you with all the tools, resources, and guidance that you need to establish a successful business in the wedding and event planning industry. From contracts and pricing to financing and branding, we have got you covered. With our Lux lectures, our labs, and our legacies, you'll gain the knowledge and the insight you will need to create beautiful backdrops, stunning centerpieces, and you will also learn how to negotiate and host client consultations. Join us at Lux Academy and turn your passion into profit by enrolling today. Payment plans are available. We also have free classes that are offered, so be sure to check us out at luxacademy.online. Number 4, I went above and beyond to build relationships, meaningful and lasting and real relationships with my vendors. I have found that by doing so, I get a lot of recommendations from my vendors. I really don't have to advertise on social media or YouTube or Facebook or anything. A lot because my vendors will do all the advertising for me. And I think that is a huge asset to my business overall. So by me formulating these relationships with my vendors, I help them out when I can. If they're loading, I make sure that when we get there, we get unloaded, we move our vehicle and set them up for success. Also, I go ahead, if I know I have a cake vendor coming, I go ahead and I set the cake table. If I have a DJ coming, I go ahead, add the tablecloth to the DJ table. Those little things go a long way with your vendors, and they're going to be the one to recommend you to another potential client if that client hasn't already found the service that you're rendering. So keep that in mind. Help each other out. Be mindful, be respectful. And when the event is over and you've both experienced that amazing level of success, you also want to make sure you tag them. That goes a long way. Tag your photographer, tag your balloon artist, tag your drapist, whomever helped to make that event be what it was. Be sure to shout them out as well, and you will be amazed at how far that will go. Building those meaningful relationships with those vendors will set your business up for success. If you ever find yourself in a bind, they are going to do what they have to do for you because they remember when you help them out. And I just cannot stress the benefits of having great vendor relationships and what that means for your business. But definitely, if you haven't already made that a practice for your business, definitely make sure you make that a practice for your business this year. And last but certainly not least is number 5. And that is having a system. I cannot stress this enough. A lot of times new event professionals ask me, what is the first thing you would buy for your business? And my answer is always a system. If you have nowhere to send to people, if you have nowhere to collect payments, if you have nowhere to render contracts or have them digitally signed, if you have no, media presence, where are you going to send the people? Like, why would you buy a cup? Why would you even buy a cup if you have no way of charging the client for the cup? Does that make sense? So having a system is essential for your business in 2024. I use HoneyBook. It's an all-in-one client management system. I do my contracts. I can sign my contracts in HoneyBook. I can do my proposals, my invoices. I can also do mood boards, my brochures, pricing packages. Everything you need is in one space. And what I love about it is, like, this time of the year when most people are stressed out about getting prepared for taxes, I can just go in HoneyBook because they now have a financial piece. I can print all of my transactions for the entire year, pass it over to my CPA, and I am good to go. And another thing that I love about it is that I don't have to have that money conversation with my clients. They can just simply select their budgets. I have a questionnaire that kind of weed out the clients for me. And I think that is definitely another thing that has really helped me with being successful in a year that was really tough for everyone else. And that is having that radio button there that makes them choose what their budget is before they proceed forward with the questionnaire. And so having HoneyBook has kind of been a kind of more of a, I don't want to say a gatekeeper for me, but it's been really good for me being able to identify my target client. And so if you guys are interested in joining HoneyBook, I'm going to leave my code down below. It will give you 50% off, 30% off. There's different codes for different times. And so it just depends on whenever you're watching this video. But it will definitely save you a ton of money and a ton of time. I will also link my HoneyBook. I did a live tutorial on HoneyBook. I will link that for you as well, for you to check it out along with some other resources. You guys, having a system was definitely a game changer for me and for my business. And if you didn't hear anything else that I mentioned in this video, the 2 things I want you to take away is having a system for your business and investing in training, investing in meaningful and training that you know will lead to success for you and for your team members. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know which of the 5 points that I shared in today's video resonated with you most. I will see you guys at the next one. If you enjoy content like this, I would love for you to consider subscribing by clicking on that red button. I'll see you guys at the next video. Until next time, it's Melanie with Living Luxuriously for Less. Cheers!